Hey y'all, it's Jessie Renee. Today I want to show you how to make your own custom brushes in Fire Alpaca. All I'm doing right now is just making two canvases. One is going to be 100 by 100 and the other is going to be a little bit bigger. The big one is to test the brushes on. The small one is to actually make the brush shape that you're going to do. So I'm just going to zoom in right now so I can see what I'm doing here. And you want to make sure that it is on a transparent background. That is under the View tab, that little toggle there. You just click Transparent Background, that is what you want. So what I'm going to show you right now is just a few of my own custom brushes that I've already made. We're going to test them out on this bigger canvas here. So we've got stars, and that looks really cool on a night sky type thing. We've got leopard print. That one was a fun one to make. And you can really do any shape. I've got a grass brush, I've got tree brush, which is like, you know, when you see the forest line in the background of a painting type thing. So that's that one. We've also got bubbles, which is kind of a fun one, a little silly. It doesn't look like actual real bubbles, but I mean, it was fun to make. Scratchy paint, good for textures and things like that. Oh, by the way, sorry for any noise you hear in the background, slamming doors and things like that. Anyway, moving on. So those are some of my brushes, and what I'm going to show you now is how to make your own. So you just take a regular hard brush and make literally any shape at all that you want. Just for the sake of this video, we're just going to do a dot. And just kind of fix that up there. Right there. And we're going to fill it in so it's a solid shape, a solid color. Okay, so you want to save your picture that you've made now, File, Save As, and I'll show you what it does when you save it as a bitmap, which on Fire Alpaca, we'll just name this dot. Anyway, on Fire Alpaca, when you go to make a new brush, and I'll show you how that looks here, this is the testing canvas, click this little new paper right there. You've got a few different things, bitmap is one of them. Let's click Add Brush first. That one sets a preset shape that you just can only change a few things on. You don't want to click that one, so nope. What we want to do is go to that bitmap. That's what we saved it as, right? You would think that that would work, but actually no, because it's not there. It doesn't show the bitmap. So what you really want to do is save it as a PNG, and I don't know why it's set up this way, but it is for some strange reason. So, okay, transparent, yes. And now let's see if we can find that one. Click a little Add Brush, Bitmap, even though it's a PNG. And there it is, PNG file. Open. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different options here. There's some menus, drop-down menus. Let's do Scatter right now. Now there are a bunch of different things you can play around with. So this slider, Scatter Strength. The higher you go, the closer the pieces are going to be clustered together. The lower number you go with this slider, the further apart they will be. Let's see, that looks good. Particle size is exactly that. If you want it bigger, do the bigger number. If you want a smaller, smaller number. Particle random basically is the size of each individual piece. So if you want them more mixed up, like bigger and smaller together, do a higher number. Let's see. We've got size by pressure, click, you know, on or off. Opacity by pressure, click on or off. So there's a ton of different options. I don't really want opacity by pressure, so I'm doing that one off for this example right here. Rotate angle, doesn't matter for this particular brush because it's a dot. Rotate random, again, doesn't really matter because it's a dot. If you have something that's like one particular shape and it's obvious, you want to make sure that just slide that up and down and see what you like. Color jitter, this slider affects the transition of the colors between your foreground and your background colors, and that's these up here. So if between black and white, the color in the brush is going to be, you know, more transitional. I don't know how to say it, but I think you get the gist. So that looks good right there. Hue jitter, I haven't figured out when that one does. So yeah, we'll just say that's okay. And so now let's give it a test. Let's see. just kind of do a little random squiggle here. That looks fun. Little smiley face. But this is kind of a sparkly thing. Let's try it out on a black background. Let's see how that looks. Let's do kind of a nice golden color. Add a new layer. And we can change the size there. So let's do smaller, and I'm gonna write hello. Just because, yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. And I kind of want it a little glowy, so this is how I make things glow. I duplicate the layer that it is, and the bottom layer I will go to filter and Gaussian blur, and let's add a little bit more blur to that. Let's see, nope, that's too much. Let's tone that down a bit. That looks good. Hit OK. You can see it's kind of glowing a little bit right now, but I really want to amp it up, so I'm going to duplicate the glowy layer and then change that to overlay. There we go. I like that. So what you can do, you can see there's different options on the side here. When you have your brush open, you can change a few different things, like particle size and the same type of stuff that was already in the settings of the brush. Let's test that out. Doodaloo. There, not bad. So you can go back in and edit the brush. You've got the settings here, but then you can also go back and click this little gear icon and change the same things that you had. You can also double click on the name. Let's see, there's, oh, I forgot to show you this. There's the pen pressure correction. That's something you can also play around with just to see what you like. You can also change the name. Let's name it Sparkle. And yeah, so you've got your own custom brush that you made yourself. If you don't like it, you can delete it and start over again. But yeah, really hope that this has helped you, and have fun making all kinds of different brushes. Bye!